performance mindset. Look at all. Getting ready to present at the. Getting ready to start the peak performance. Welcome everyone to the Savvy Sales Lady podcast. And for all of the new subscribers to my YouTube channel, I want to say welcome. I am the Savvy Sales Lady, and I want you to be an active part of this community. So be sure and follow me on LinkedIn, YouTube, of course, Facebook, and X. That's where I do the majority of my post and information. But today we're going to talk about all things about the competition. Yeah, we need to have this discussion because there's this misconception out there about competitors. You know, we're competitors, are we not? And so it's important to have that conversation. So here is what we're going to be talking about today. Let me pull that up. How to talk about competitors, relationships with competitors, how to align with competitors, and make friends, not enemies. We want to make friends. So, how to talk about competitors. Let's first focus on that. Okay. I have a story to tell you, of course. I have all kinds of stories. One of my clients is a financial services wealth management consultant, and she has done very well. Well, she was having problems in her area of the competitor telling her clients and telling prospects that she was going to retire soon. And this spread like wildfire throughout her community. So, yeah, the competitor was absolutely playing dirty, trying to take her clients, trying to, you know, make it look like she wasn't going to be around to manage and to help them with their portfolio. And it became a real issue. So her and I designed a plan to combat the competitor that was, essentially ruining her business. He was playing dirty. When a competitor plays dirty, you never return it by playing dirty. I suggested she reach out to him, and she did many times, but he was a coward and he wouldn't talk to her. Now, she wasn't going to beat him up, but she was going to try to begin a relationship with him and also help him understand that they can all work together. You know, when you're trashing a competitor, you're in scarcity mindset. There's enough business to go around for everybody. And I experienced this in group benefits as well. When I was in the group benefits arena, I've had it happen to me a few times in the coaching and training arena. But you don't want to start out by planting false information about your competition. And yes, sometimes, people will say things about you that are untrue, which is why you have got to develop a loyalty following with your clients and customers. I did a video about this, a podcast about this. I think it was last week that you can look at. But you want to strive for loyalty so that when the competition comes knocking and starts trashing the person you're working with, you'll be armed with the ammunition of checking with your current salesperson or account manager and having that discussion. Luckily for my client, her clients were telling her what this guy was going around saying about her. They were loyal to her because she had developed a relationship with her clients over the years. So they were telling her what this man was saying. And of course, she assured them that she didn't have any plans of retiring in the near future. And matter of fact, she wasn't even at the age of a retirement either. So you have to be careful. And I think maybe more than anything, I want to express is that, you know, um, always be honest about the competition. When I'm asked about my competitors, I will, give an honest statement whether I know them or not. If I don't know them, I'll just say, I don't know them at all. Or if I do know them and let's just say that I haven't fostered a relationship for many reasons with them, then I just honestly say, yeah, I do know them, but I really can't give you any information about them. Just be honest about it. Okay. When I was in group benefits, I got to know my competitors. And that gets us to relationship with competitors. Okay. I believe in developing relationship with your competitors. As I said, there's enough business to go around for everyone. And if you have a marketing department, if not, you may ask maybe the product development department or another department that can give you all your competitors' benefits and features. I did this all the time in group benefits. I would have them give me who my competitors were and then all of the things that they did that was different than what I sold in the group benefits arena. Benefits and features are different in the group benefits world between competitors. For the most part, they're the same, but there are different nuances within group health, group dental, group ancillary products. So I wanted to know who my competitors were and how they were different. And here's why. I reached out to them, invited them to lunch or invited them for a quick drink after work, and I introduced myself to them. They knew about my product, so they knew all about what I was selling. And the reason why I did that is because not all prospects was a fit for my company in group benefits and sometimes in the coaching space. I do not coach on technology sales reps. Sales reps that are selling SaaS products, I don't coach them. I refer them to another colleague that is very good in that space, and that's all she does. And that's Jen Halpern, by the way. Jen's going to be on hopefully in May, and I'll introduce you to her. She's been on before, but that's her expertise. So I don't try to coach that space. And I want to have competitors around me that I consider colleagues, just like in the group benefits days. If there was a benefits manager in a group that just wasn't a good fit for what I was doing, I would refer them to the competition. That's why I wanted that relationship and open up that discussion. And at the same time, they referred people to me as well. So don't be afraid of your competition. Don't think that they're sneaking around trying to take your clients or your prospects. Yes, there is some of that still goes around in this day and age. It shouldn't, but it does. But for the most part, if you develop that relationship, that will stop it. That will absolutely stop it. All right, how to align with competitors. Like I said earlier, take them to lunch, meet them for drinks after work, be involved in email back and forth, um, talking to them over the phone. Think about ways that you can develop that. I even invited one when I was in group benefits to be at a workshop I was holding for insurance agents. I invited them to come. And we could kick it off together, collaborating, and he does his spiel, I do mine, and we talk about the differences between the two. It was very successful. And it shows to the clients and to the customers and prospects that you have their best interest at heart. It's just not a sale. It's just not a sale. Excuse me for a second. So that's why it's just really important to develop that relationship. So, how do you align with competitors? You break it down. All right. I had, used the old smartphone back in the day on my client or in my contacts. I had their phone number, their email address. I even had their personal email address as well. Um, Sometimes you want to talk about things off the grid, off the company email site, especially when I was collaborating with them. I had a boss that was like, oh, no, 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 you never want to do that. You never want to do that. Well, it proved to be successful. And I would rather ask for forgiveness than permission. So I did a lot of things that I didn't run by my boss. I'm not telling you to do that, but I did it. I stepped out boldly. So you can align with your competitors by sharing information. We're about ready to launch this. Are you guys doing something similar? Sharing information. You can, and they shared information with me all the time. It was really a good working relationship with my competitors. They knew I wasn't going to steal their deals, and I knew they were not going to steal mine. I rarely lost a deal to a competitor. Rarely. Now, I'm not saying I sold them all, but sometimes the group decided to stay with their current vendors. And and that happens because there is some disruption and a learning curve that you got to go through when you change to a new company. So one of those things that I always tried to do was try to align on the things that we're similar with. Okay, finding common ground, finding how we can continue to work together and help each other. And that's why I go to the end where I say, make friends, not enemies. When this rep was going around trashing my client and saying that she was, will be retiring by the end of the year. That was an out and out lie. And she was, of course, fuming mad and had every right to be fuming mad. But as I explained to her, that's not who you want to be. You want to be the person that's different. So she had just great clients that were so loyal to her that they called her and let her know what the competition was saying. So I want to encourage you to foster those relationships with the competitors, create loyal clients and customers. That will help a great deal. If you have a competitor that is out there that's trashing you, step one is to call them and ask to meet with them or have a phone conversation with them. Okay? Or email them. Do that first. And if they're willing to meet with you, then try to sit down and have a discussion about how you can help them and how they could possibly help you. You should bring ideas on how they can help you if you're going to share ideas about how you're going to help them. Try to make that enemy into a colleague and create an atmosphere of colleagues with your competitors. I'm telling you, it just works so much easier when you do that. And it fosters trust, as I said in the beginning, with not only your clients, but with each other, with your competitors. You start to begin to trust each other because you're working together, you're sharing information, you're giving each other's referrals on things that don't fit for you that may fit for them, and vice versa. So, the world can accommodate all of us. There's enough money to go around. So think of it in terms of a colleague, not an enemy or competitor. All right, everyone. I hope this helped you. And I will see you on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And every time I come on, I forget what it is that I'm going to be talking about on Tuesday, but I will post it. It's already on LinkedIn, it's posted on Facebook, and I think, and of course, YouTube. I need to post it on X though. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for being with me. And remember, sales is a journey, not a quick trip around the block. Bye bye.